Hey guys, I hope you guys are doing good. So this video is about a post that I made on my Insta story yesterday regarding a girl's dressing sense if it is not right Islamically. So I hope you guys have seen the post. If you haven't, it'll come right after this. So okay, now let me come to the point. I get messages saying do not use Alhamdulillah or do not say Alhamdulillah. Don't write Inshallah in every post that you make. You have no rights to say Alhamdulillah. You have no rights to say Inshallah. Don't keep using such words and all sort of that. Just because I act or just because I do not hijab or because the way I dress or I wear bindi in my serials or anything of that sort. So, wearing hijab or not wearing hijab is my choice. I am answerable to Allah the Almighty. Acting or not acting is my choice. It is my profession. It is my work. So I respect. I do what I think is right. Okay, I do not cross my limits. I set my own limits. You might think what I'm doing is wrong, but for me, it is not the barrier. I have other things. I have other limitations which I would not cross. And I find it very weird when people message me not to say Alhamdulillah, not to use Alhamdulillah or not to say Inshallah. I mean, who has given you right to tell a person not to use or not to say? Being a Muslim, you should teach how important it is to use Alhamdulillah very often. So yes, I receive such messages saying do not use Alhamdulillah, do not say Inshallah, and one of those people is Mr. Jamir Ahmad, and this brother had once replied to my story saying do not use Alhamdulillah when you wear such dresses or something like that. And to my message yesterday, to my post that I had put last night, he had replied. So he replies saying that means that the person is giving you an information and asking you not to wear those kind of dresses. That doesn't mean if he's spiritually higher than you or lower than you or something like that. The person gives me information to not wear those kind of dresses or trying to guide me to the right path is right, is appreciated. In fact, I appreciated many people who text me that ways in a very polite way or try to guide me to the right path. It is totally appreciated. But saying not to use Alhamdulillah or not to use Inshallah is a big no. That is not what Islam teaches us. So this guy, I asked him, can I know the meaning of Alhamdulillah and Inshallah? And he replies, Alhamdulillah is used when you're excited about something and you're praising Allah. And Inshallah is used when you are looking forward for something and you say Inshallah so that and then things happen in a very nicer way without any trouble is what his answer was. Praising Allah. It is not used only when you're excited. I think I'll just put up the chat. I'm not someone who actually puts up the screenshot, but this guy actually needs a shout out. Brother, you need to wake up. So before people from this kind of group mistakes me, I know the meaning of Bismillah, I know the meaning of Alhamdulillah, I know the meaning of Inshallah, I know the meaning of Assalamu Alaikum, I know the meaning of Walaikum Assalam, and I tell people, my cousins, people who are younger to me, my nephew, to say Alhamdulillah very often. So guys, you have to tell people to use Alhamdulillah very often. You need to praise Allah very often. Keep praising Him, keep thanking Him for everything that you have. And Alhamdulillah, I have this medium to tell people about this. I'm very glad. And people from this kind of thinking or the low thinking, guys, you really need to wake up. And I was totally amused by the way he replied. And I said, Mashallah, wow, I didn't know brother and all that. And then I asked him, can I know the meaning of Assalamu Alaikum and Walaikum Assalam? He says, for the previous message, saying, I use it very often. Do you think I use it without knowing the meaning? So when the person is using it very often on a daily basis, he should even know that he should tell people to keep thanking Allah. Alhamdulillah is praising Allah. It is not used only when you're excited. And I find it very weird when people message me not to say Alhamdulillah, not to use Alhamdulillah, or not to say Inshallah. I mean, who has given you right to tell a person not to use or not to say? Being a Muslim, you should teach how important it is to use Alhamdulillah very often. So this shows how low you are spiritually when compared to me. I might not dress up right according to Islam. I might not hijab, but I am spiritually right. I say Alhamdulillah very often. Anwar says Alhamdulillah very often. That is the reason we start or end our post using Alhamdulillah. You have no rights to tell us not to use or not to write, or don't keep writing Alhamdulillah in every post that you make and you do these kind of things and all that.